Hello, everyone. I am Magdala Ramirez. I come from the Maya Mexica tradition, at least in this time and space. I am so happy to be with all of you today, and also here is Sarah, which is my beautiful spiritual daughter, here with me. And we are preparing for Vision Quest ceremony that it is coming next week. And it has been such an intense times for everyone. Everyone passing through so many things, and it has been very emotional in many ways. And we can't wait to just get into the land and have the mascales and have Sweat Lodge and looking for that beautiful place to go on top of a hill, to look for that beautiful place inside of us that we are able to listen what it is next, listen what is happening, listening to anything that the Spirit is talking to all of us. This intensity has been very strong for people to find the four elements within themselves and understand how these four elements, everything, it is involved with love. Every element, the bonding is love. Yet they have their own integrity, and all is happening within the self. It is this need for balance. It is the situation about balance in all human beings, looking for where it is that beautiful balance, in that alignment that you have with the Great Mother. What is it and how it is happening within the self? Okay, mijita, what do you feel about what is happening?
Well, times have definitely been intense. I can feel that one. And I think that the yearning for balance is what so many people are feeling right now. I know that's what I'm feeling in myself. And when I think about some of the intensity in my own life, and can see those places where there was a challenge, and what really I needed to call upon inside myself was trying to understand what that balance, what that love was inside myself that I needed to tap into or to bring forth to bring a balance when so much was happening in that outside world. Just to say a little bit more, I was part of evacuating from the Hurricane Ian in Florida. And that experience, as intense as it was taught me so many things about being able to go within and really be able to listen to the mother, and also guide me to a place where I could find some amount of balance even in what felt like a huge imbalance, if that makes sense. A hurricane's kind of a big imbalance.
Well, I think this imbalances has been happening in the people for such a long time.
Yeah.
And even to understand that balance, it is quite a struggle for many people. That's what we find out too.
Yeah.
Like, what is it and how it goes? So I really want to talk about emotions, the water. And this is such a beautiful, well, they all are beautiful elements, but what it is very strongly right now is all these hidden parts of you. Every single part of you that you hide it from yourself.
Yes.
And it is so old and suddenly are popping up. Something triggers.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Oh my gosh, yes I do.
I think it's funny. Come on, bring it on.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I was laughing because that has been happening a lot, where energy, parts of myself that thought was resolved or seemed very old suddenly did. It got poked at and triggered and came forward and needed to be, whatever was hidden can no longer stay hidden. You can feel that. I can feel it in myself. And so just old patterns or beliefs or wounds that, have stayed hidden for so long have definitely come bursting forth. That's the best word. And the emotional intensity of that can feel like a lot, and yet once you pass through it, and you have guided me through many of these moments recently. It's incredible how you find the balance once you're able to release that and observe it and not identify. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that's definitely been in the air a lot.
It has been in the air. I have been telling all of you that everything that it was in the hidden is going to be revealed. And this is about all these 4 elements. There is stories that you hide it and you put it in places that then you forgot where it was. There is many of the situations that it is happening everywhere in the world. There are places and sacred places that now they're being revealed. The whole movement of this very beautiful planet, it is uncovering very ancient, sacred places for many other civilizations. There is many places within yourself, in your own thoughts, that you're learning how to move your own neural network in a very different way that you forgot how to do it. That you were doing it when you were a little girl, a little boy, and then suddenly it's also moving. The relationships are changing and moving and evolving. The strong relations that you have, and it is because you are bringing a different perception of the self, because those revelations is bringing a new vibration. And that new vibration, it is really creating a whole new understanding of what it means to be human. You must know at all times that these 4 elements, yes, you have the fire representing your mind. What are you doing to your mind? You have the water representing your emotions. What is going on with those emotions of yours? Why it was so prohibited for a long time in the patriarchal system? And then people couldn't understand or relate with emotions, which emotions it is in every single decision that you do. What happened with the earth? That part of the earth, it is just so amazing because that's the remembering of very ancient. The mother remembers absolutely everything and everyone that has been in there. How in so many ways we keep those teachings. And sometimes it wasn't easy in many, many parts all over the world. It wasn't easy, and yet we hide it and move it. And now it is coming forward, and people is remembering. And then you have the air. And that it is so powerful, it represents that spirit that you are. And we were just talking in this gathering that we have in the school online about how powerful it is even when you're having an anxiety attack. You need to hold and understand your breathing. You're looking forward, that breathe, that just breathe. You're calling upon this element to bring you calmness, to bring you a different focus. When you meditate, you will start by observing your breathing. And that is you as an spirit, because human beings forgot that they are in a spirit. And how these 4 elements, they are all about love. And love is the 5th element. And that happens when you understand that balance. Because every single element, it is very much bring it all together. They are together in this one. We were talking in the morning about Los Voladores de Papantla. Oh my gosh, that is such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. In the ancient ways is the Tarasco people. It's not Tarasco people, it's the people from Veracruz, the Papantla people. Bringing this incredible ceremony is 4 men in each of the directions in a pole that it is about maybe 30 feet. And then there is the 5th man in the very, very center who is dancing in a very much a pole that it is maybe 1 foot wide. And we were talking how important it is representing all these 4 elements and how one depends on the other one. And how one make a mistake and everybody dies. And this ancient ceremony, I always cry when I see it because it is so powerful to see how the elements work within yourself. And how one depends to another. And how it is that bonding of the 4 elements creating that beautiful pyramid of light. In the 5th, which is that love. And we have been talking about the struggle of the people, bringing that balance of those 4 elements within the self. What do you feel, Mijita, about all this?
I think that I can understand that struggle because when you were talking about the way that the patriarchy trains the programming around identifying emotions and even just the cover-up of emotions, that's something I've been working on, and I couldn't believe how much that was even still happening inside myself, even though I thought I was in touch with my emotions. They're finding places and times where I was still covering it up. And so for myself, it's been working to really constantly connect with that emotional body. Like, how do I feel? How, like, checking in and really listening to that heart and being able to tap into whatever emotion it is that I'm experiencing, just so I can really just open that place up in myself that has really, hasn't been how I was raised. And then I think also the mind is something that, because the culture I was raised in is so mind oriented, understanding how do you control your thoughts. And so, I don't know, finding that balance inside myself between using the mind in a good way and being in touch with my emotional body and being able to connect to that remembrance of who I am and calling upon my breath when I need a big, deep breath. Yeah. We're all craving that balance. I'm craving that balance for sure.
I think we just let it happen.
Yeah.
And if we are able to just let it happen, it really comes in a natural way, because everything in the universe, it is built because of that balance. I was thinking too about the tree of life of that Voladores de Papantla ceremony, and how important it is, how beautiful it is. And then our new book is coming. And it is already in Amazon, and it is in Kindling, and you can find it in our website. And it is so powerful. And you read it. Talk to me about it. It's
incredible. I'm going to post my Kindle review. I need to do that because this book is amazing. I think it's the most powerful book you've written, and I think I've read every single one of your books. I don't know. I feel like it's a teaching that has been missing and is so incredibly powerful of how it works. Like when you were talking about the neural networks earlier and understanding how is it that you move up and you don't stay stuck in a neural network that's taking you to places that you visited over and over again, if it's pain or sadness or whatever it might be. The book is incredible. It's beautiful. I can't wait to get the physical copy. I know.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I really enjoy about this is revealing everything that it has been in the hidden for a long time.
Yeah.
And that has been, oh my gosh, we wait for that book for a long, long time. Until it was a mandato divino, a divine order from the Great Mother. You need to finish this book. So we work until we finish. And the truth is that when we send it into the universe, and that information is there for whoever can adjust or put or vibrate and resonates in so many ways. Mm-hmm. And it is there available for the people. It was a great, great accomplish about this. And when I think about going back into those elements, that book include all this. And this understanding about how your mind, it is so beautiful, but you just need to learn how to use it again.
Yeah. Yep.
And you touch something very, very important that also has been in the air about your culture. And about how is everybody's culture, everyone's culture, is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And it will come a time when human being will be entering completely into this new era, the sixth sun. And that is a higher culture. And that higher culture, it is based on respect one to another. That has to do with the respect of the elements.
Yes.
Not overpowering one element. Not making the mind overpowering the emotions constantly.
Right.
Or thinking that you can destroy planet Earth just because you can. That imperialism, that mentality of stupidity, because I cannot put it in a different way.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And how to be able to see yourself as that beautiful spirit that you are. You need to remember that you were already alive, mijita. Remember that?
Yeah.
When you come into this realm.
Yeah.
You come into this realm because you needed some lessons of love. That you are providing those experiences in one way or the other, and you're learning from it. But you were alive.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? It means you cannot really die.
No, then you can't really die.
Then what's up with that? Tell me.
Oh.
What do you feel?
I feel freedom when I feel that. It also just can, it's about that, we've been talking about perspective and seeing things from a different perspective, and it helps me shift into an understanding that I am life. Life isn't living me, that I'm in a hologram, and that I'm choosing these experiences, even the super intense ones. I don't know why I signed up for those, but no. Just kidding. I'm learning a lot from them.
Well, if you think about that spirit, always showing you, the higher picture.
Yeah, it does.
And the messages that you're receiving. And constantly those messages showing you that higher picture. When you know that you have always been alive, then you unattach or detach.
Yeah.
You say it.
Yeah.
Detach.
Yeah.
You detach from that little world that you think that you are. Yes. I mean, if we put it that way, Yeah, I born as Magdalena del Consuelo Ramírez Garcia. Imagine that one. And I love my name. Short is Magdala. But when we detach from that little world about it and understand and embrace and become that higher picture, that's what it is needed.
Yes.
And that what it is needed, it is very much about that balance of those four elements. And that revelation that it is taking place is very beautiful to see the new possibility of what it means to be human. Well, we're heading to the land. The land is so amazing, beautiful. It's the sacred land. And we have been consecrated that land, oh my gosh, all the time, all for many, 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 many years, doing ceremonies. And I am so excited. There is so much to prepare. And all this preparation is part of the messages. And we're going to be praying for all of you.
Yes.
I want you to subscribe to our channel. And I want you to go into magdalas.com. That is magdalas.com. And subscribe for our newsletter. And check it out, those new books. And especially the Tree of Life teachings. And you're going to find it in there. We are very, very excited about that. And download Messages from the Great Mother in your app, in your phone. It's so perfect synchronicities that we have been working. And then suddenly you hear this ting ting. And you open your phone, and it is your perfect message, exactly what you needed to hear. It is almost magical. What do you feel about that, Mihi?
So much magic with that app. It's always the right message, and it's like right at the right time too.
Yeah,
it's like magic. It's so cool.
If this radio talk is really helping you, I want you to keep on sending your emails. I want you to share it, because these teachings needs to be everywhere in the world. And you can help. We all are in this together, and we can help each other. Thank you for being you. Tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate, tlatzocomate. Thank you, mijita.
Oh, thank you.